Uh, hey, can you show me how? Can you show me how to put this bicycle seat on, Dad? Uncle Jimmy, Uncle Jimmy. Can you show me how to do this? Or no, can you do it for me? No, don't show me how. I don't have patience for that. And then, well, hey, how about I show you how? And then you can learn, and then you can do it yourself and feel a sense of accomplishment. I ain't got time for that. You think I'm actually gonna do that? This is a bunch of junk around here. Why do you collect so much junk? Huh? Ooh, parts, parts, all good parts, all good parts. Save money. You want to go to college, and because you want to make the money, don't spend the money. Don't buy new stuff all the time. Okay? Learn humbleness early. Learn it. Appreciate those fathers, those uncles, those. Maybe they got a little bit of an alcohol problem. Maybe not. Maybe they're a little ornery. Maybe they're just ornery. But there's something that they are not. They're not quitters. We don't give up. And I'm not saying just any particular generation, but I'm saying that I believe and I trust the knowledge that I've obtained through the years that the people that are keeping this country afloat are not the rich and almighty bragging about how much money they're bringing in. When you have people on disability that aren't just sitting around waiting for a handout, just like a lot of these homeless folks. Maybe not all of them think of it as being homeless. Maybe it's because while they were at their home that they thought was theirs, they felt less at home because everything has to be permitted and mandated and taxed to death. You know, I, I don't. It's no longer a conspiracy. The only thing you really truly own is your humbleness, and you have to own up to your gratitude. You have to own up to the failures, the bruises, the cuts, the divorces, the piece of shits, cars, trucks, whatever. Because if you keep repeating and repeating and repeating, then that's on you. That's not the government's fault. That's not Trump's fault or nobody's fault. It's just so easy to follow because that's the big thing is on TikTok. Shorten your fucking IQ or shorten your attention span and decrease your IQ because the big thing is everybody wants to be followed. How many of those people actually know how to lead? Not by fucking prowess or I'm above you or I'm ahead of the group or I'm gonna get to the finish line first and win. Well, the victory is the effort. You know, the guy that finishes first place in a race gets the trophy, but nobody ever talks about the guy who maybe went from, let's say, 30th place to 17th in the last 8 laps. To he just beat 13, well, 12 cars, right? Is that right? So, how many cars did the leader pass? And it's just as impressive as what the guy in second place passes the guy or fucking even spins the guy out because that's how bad he accepts his humbleness. It's not that he wants it so bad. The true victory, is not always first place. It's about consistency. And for us race car fans, the the NASCAR situation today, that's not what they're showing the younger kids coming up driving because the victory is that you were there in the first place, not always finishing first place. Okay. Dale Earnhardt won approximately 12% or 11 something percent of his races total. So he didn't win. He wasn't in victory lane 89% of the time. But his consistency made him the greatest, in my opinion. On all tracks, his average finish was amazing on all the tracks, even with the big failures, even with the losses, whatever. The point was when you love something, it's not a matter of if you love something. It's about the effort. It's about getting your hands dirty, going home from the racetrack like Earnhardt and tossing hay, pulling, getting your hands dirty. And that's to me, that's the greatest champion. And but yeah, I just kind of bouncing around, but I understand that point of it's if you're having a hard time asking for help and you notice that the help is less and less willing because of money, like how much you're gonna pay me. Hmm, how about we discuss that while we're doing the job? You know, let's earn it. That's the point. We gotta earn it. And I don't understand the silver spoons. I've never had that, and I don't need to. But if I ever make the money, it's not gonna be because it was handed out to me. It's because I never fucking gave up. And so, yeah, never mind the multiple personalities, because if you don't have multiple personalities, you're not gonna have multiple perspectives. Perhaps that's not a disability. Perhaps that's not your problem. You know, perhaps. There's a lot of cases that are severe. There's a lot of cases of mental health ailments that are severe. And truly, truly, those people need the help quite a bit. You just got to be careful. But I'm not the kind of person. It would be nice to get a stimulus for a SSDI, Social Security Disability. But if not, so what? Because my earnings are in the effort that I achieve. Stuff like this. I put this all together like this. It's no big deal. It's from a garage, but it helps heat deflection and it saves me money. So, um, not to save because I actually have money, but because, then if you want to take your wife and your girlfriend out for a $40 dinner, or if you want to go, up here in Michigan, if you want to go up to the Tequamanon Falls or go to Marquette or you want to go to a ball game, you won't feel like stressed out spending that money on that. So if you choose to buy something new, even if there's recalls going mad, don't spend money on other stuff. You really need this and that, whatever. But to not give a shit is to give a shit.